gonna be Kato's new catchphrase.
A glorious Sunday morning with Samuel Jackson. Yeah. And then
I've never heard Carter use a catchphrase.
well,
No, I don't really have
got
one.
one now.
Everyone needs catchphrase.
Bin Laden has a catchphrase.
I'm just getting weird noises from them, so let's begin.
Well, should we mute them before we begin?
Like I said, like they're doing things over the internet that
Yeah, you can.
I don't want to think
Then
about.
please tell me you're wearing clothes. Just tell me that.
Absolutely not.
Well, yeah, Zizi was actually sending naked pictures of herself to Preston yesterday, so...
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I'm offended.
Honestly, that's really what was going on.
Oh, it's fair enough you're recording.
You guys totally found me out.
Don't encourage them.
Oh, you
know I'm kidding.
Do that.
Do you guys know I'm kidding?
I didn't even hear what you said, to be honest.
Not at all. This is going to be a great podcast. I can see it now.
Okie dokie.
Begin.
This is Cartoon 1989 for the July 2012 BlazeCast. With me, I have Halo Hunter.
If you like the news, then you're going to like this next segment. It's the news.
Naretsu.
Hey, everyone, how's it going?
Preston.
I'm Zizi.
And Zizi.
I knew you were going to put me last.
Well, it's your fault for sending naked pictures.
It's your fault for being a woman.
Boyfriend.
Yeah.
Same as last. I know.
Oh, I love teasing you guys.
Alright, so what are we going to talk about today? Yay.
Well, minor site update is that over June it was Team Snap's month for videos, and again they had a few problems.
I know, because we're shitty.
Right now.
So, but
Whenever I hear Team Snap, I always think of like a photography site or something.
but I mean, thankfully,
How did you come up with the name exactly?
Well, there was originally
You snapped it
it was
up?
originally the first initials of each member, but then we kind of grew in size and it became irrelevant. So,
yes, but we've actually got a new member who is actually going to also be doing reviews. So I've sort of organised it so that they're now part of Team Snap. So hopefully from the next batch onwards, we're going to see a lot more videos.
yes. And Pika, if you're listening
How much
to this
is
right
more
now,
than
even if you
zero?
don't,
Yeah.
Pika, if you're listening to this right now, even though I probably think you're not, I'm fucking coming for you, boy. You're in trouble for not being online.
And he's Australian now, he can do it.
Yeah. So
I'll go Crocodile Dundee on your fucking house.
so yeah, so it's going over this month. It's going to be Zizi and Preston doing some more commentary videos.
Does Zizi and Preston have a name for their side of things?
Otaku commentaries.
Yeah. It's not very catchy, to be honest.
Hang on a minute, Carter. I just realised something. Why don't you have a month?
Because I'm trying to run all this stuff.
Yes, but you've got us doing all the work.
Hey, considering I'm putting together a Let's Play.
Carter is notoriously lazy. He doesn't do anything.
Oh yeah, I'm doing all the graphics. I'm putting all your videos onto the site. I'm doing the Let's
easy.
Play. I'm putting all the podcasts out.
And how many servants did you get that to do for you?
Ooh.
I'm really mad at us right now, guys.
Alright.
I should so give you all a punishment for that.
No. Hey, I'm just stating the obvious, you know.
If anything, you should be talking to Chris about that, because apart from the podcast, he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't. I do fuck all. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm the co-creator, apparently, I wouldn't.
Well, at least
I wouldn't be here.
Well, Carter, at least he's got the balls to admit it.
Yeah,
May I point out, Chris's profile picture is him in bed.
Oh, that's actually up. I thought that was too small to be displayed, but okay. That's pretty sweet.
Anyway,
move on.
yeah, let's go on to some news.
We should move on before we rip each other's heads off.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Okay,
what
so-
other news is there?
Well, first of all, a little bit of Persona news. Something that's
Hey, I have an announcement. I say something.
What?
July 3rd is Osaka's commentary second anniversary.
Woo!
Yay!
There's a second?
Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
Back to you.
So you're actually doing videos for your
Can I
anniversary
say
month?
something?
No,
just
Chris.
go.
No, you can't, Chris.
Can Niretsu say something?
Depends.
No, I can't.
but actually, speaking of actually wanting to talk, that's what the Persona news is. During E3, they released the first English trailer for Persona 4 Arena.
Climax.
And most of the voice actors have been changed.
What? Oh wait, yeah, I saw
Oh shit.
this.
Wow, my mind has
May the
been
fair-
blown.
No,
The game I do not play.
no,
is
the big
having
big
an effect.
reason I'm bringing this up is because at the same time
You
they're
love
working on
Persona too much?
no, the same time they're making Persona 4 Arena, they're also making the PlayStation Vita remake, Persona 4 Golden, which basically is getting the entire original cast in just to do some extra voice acting.
Wow,
And you're
I
pissed about this?
I can feel the fanboys gathering their pitchforks and torches right now as I speak.
Does anyone use pitchforks and torches anymore?
Yeah.
Well,
They need to invent a new slang word, something something
Yeah,
internet users to rally themselves with. They're picking up
Yeah.
their keyboards and monitors and marching.
no, mouses and keyboards will be a
I
bit.
remember. Well, I have a monitor, so it would be too heavy to me.
Yeah, baby, you're just old out.
So,
No,
Yeah,
all you see is a bunch of kids walking down the street using mouses as nunchucks and fucking shields
Okay.
made out of woods and
So,
shit.
Corey, you said they're keeping the original cast for Gold.
It seems to be that way because obviously it would be a lot easier for them to get the original cast in just to do some extra stuff than completely redub the entire game.
Keeping the original cast for Persona 4 animation. So why did they change it just for the game or the fighting game?
I know.
Because they're idiots.
I mean, they've got from what I can tell.
Nisetsu's right.
From what I can tell, they've got Johnny Young Bosch to return. Yosuke's voice actor is returning, and I believe Rise and most of the Persona 3 cast are coming back. But all the others have got new VAs.
I don't know
And this
why.
doesn't affect me in the slightest.
Yeah, that's the same as I feel.
I just can't figure it out. It's like, why? If you've got two things where you could bring back the original cast, why not just get them to do these extra little
Not that
grunts
they
and
changed
stuff
the
for the
voice
third
of
game?
Garrus here. I mean, it doesn't affect me. I don't care, Phil.
That would be the biggest uproar of the century.
Okay, so
Alright.
again, let's keep it with a bit of B3 news. The Sega announced a new character for Sega Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing. NASCAR driver Danica Patrick.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah.
Why? Sponsorship much?
Exactly. It's like apparently she is actually going to be driving a proper licensed all-star racing NASCAR,
Oh god.
and it's just like, okay, why?
How much money did Sega have to dish out to get her on board? I'm thinking.
I don't see people using her as a playable character.
No. To me, it just seems like a money hole to me. I reckon
Yeah.
the money should have been put into something a little bit more, useful.
Yeah.
Because I bet you the next major Sonic game will be shitty because they don't have the money to make it because they fucking spend all their money on NASCAR shit. I bet you that's what's going to happen. They'll be like, oh, we've got this cool game. 2 months later, oh, we ran out of money because we spent it all on NASCAR.
Yeah. It's.
It seems like a really just kind of ridiculous move because it's not a realistic racing game. I mean, if you
Yeah.
put a Formula 1 driver on Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
I wish I'd played Mario Kart.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that, cause, I mean, with the original All-Star Racing, the 360 version had Banjo-Kazooie as guest characters. That made
Yeah,
sense.
and also you could play as your avatar as well.
Well, yeah.
In the 360 version, which is really not that big a deal.
Yeah.
This is just advertising, really.
Yeah, I can understand it if it was just advertising in the real world, but to put her in the game,
Right.
that's
Is anyone
just.
here actually
Sure,
good
have a
at
good
racing
day.
games? Because I really suck at them.
I have fun with them.
Play that.
You
Well,
are
I'm with it.
I
I
don't even understand.
Mario Kart.
I'm pretty good. I had a bit of experience on my old Xbox Rally Sport Challenge. I'm not bad.
the only game, racing game I purely mastered was Lego Racing, which is pretty childish. Whatever.
What, a Mario Party
I-
and Sonic All-Star Racing isn't?
Yeah,
However-
but it's more manly than Lego.
Does Sonic Riders count as a racing game? Because I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, Sonic Rise
You
counts
must
as
never
well.
mention that name again.
I know, I hate that game so much.
No. I like Sonic Riders 1. 2 and 3 can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't even know this. My life is ruined.
Her life is ruined. She's like holding a knife to herself.
Yeah.
Don't
You
do
have
it,
to stop the
Susie.
picture.
Okie dokie.
Sitting on my desk.
Yeah, we should move on.
Yeah.
Before
Keeping with Sega and E3, they also had something else there, which was a bit strange.
E3.
Now, they had Miku Hatsune Project Diva F completely playable in English at E3.
English.
that is very
What is English?
question mark.
This was apparently to gauge interest, though they have no plans to release it.
Why did they
That's
do it then?
to me. This is like having a kitten and holding a pair of keys in front of the kitten, and just like, oh look,
You want to
can have
drive?
these keys.
You want to drive, Kitty?
You want to drive? You want to drive? Well, fuck you. You can't drive.
Yeah.
You can't drive. You're a cat.
It was just
I'm a
it was
human.
just so stupid. It's like it was actually a fully playable demo. Like all the songs were obviously in Japanese, but all the menus and everything completely translated into English.
Why would you go through all that trouble to translate the game
Yeah.
just for one day? Like, what the fuck, man?
It must have been just to piss them off, I guess.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I'm sure that they'll release, like, they'll have to now. Like, come on.
Yeah, because obviously pretty much the entire Vocaloid fan base, the Western Vocaloid fan base, was like, okay, they've got to release it now.
Yeah, you can't. They'll be like complete. But
If they don't,
Nope. there'll be people with Miku cosplay running down the streets, like, action the like, they'll be right.
Because it was actually just also announced that the American Miku concert from Los Angeles is actually getting a DVD release in America.
Oh wow, that is cool.
So maybe if that actually sells well, Sega might actually notice it, because obviously they have a
Company
lot.
is saying to you, Phil, maybe if it sells well,
Well,
we do this.
Yeah, well,
because it's just the fact that
Maybe you should give us
Sega
all
are the
your money.
Sega are the ones who organise those concerts.
yeah.
So if they see that sold really well outside of Japan, they may
Then
contemplate
when
releasing the
you've got
games.
money, then they have no incentive to make anything. But whatever.
Maybe if they went to an maybe see how popular the Vocaloid was.
Yeah,
Saying here in the US.
they,
Sorry, guys.
they need to get out of their shells a bit and just actually listen to the fan base.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Sega need a new franchise to sell.
Oh yeah.
And if it's me,
Actually, all
holy
the
shit.
I think
Yeah.
actually all the developers need new franchises.
And Miku's like,
Square,
I mean,
Square Phoenix especially. Phoenix.
look at Miku's fan bases and the character design itself. I mean, it is so marketable.
Yeah, Sega just don't seem to realise that there is a surprisingly large market for these games, and for a lot of Vocaloid other Vocaloid stuff.
Oh yeah, even the software itself. I mean,
Yeah, because they are actually releasing English versions of most of the Vocaloids.
right.
So it's like, well, they're releasing English versions of the Vocaloids. They're releasing the concert, which was already a huge success. So why are you not releasing the game?
Yeah, I don't know
Because they're
much
fucking
Vocaloids, but are they part music as well?
Hmm?
Vocaloids, are they part music?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
music
That-
programs.
Yeah, that was about a clever thing I just thought. I mean, basically, it's combining anime, music, and gaming all in one sort of
Yeah.
product. So yeah, that's great. Put everything together, and it would be.
Yeah.
Got a whole
And
heap
if-
of fan
and real-
bases that you can...
Yeah, and really, Sony should be looking at trying to get it over, because they need the Vita to sell.
Yeah, they do. Even though I don't see it selling that well, though.
It hasn't really.
I haven't
No.
seen it or a picture of it or anything.
The Vita has not been doing well at all.
Actually,
Because it's shitty, that's why.
Yeah, there's nothing being released on it. It's happening. The PSP syndrome has carried on to the Vita.
Mm.
So if
Yeah.
if Sony wants people to buy it, they've got to start getting more games onto it.
Yeah.
And good games, not just crappy ones.
Yeah.
Well, it's
That should be a safe assumption. They should have the console that has exclusively movie licensed games.
Oh,
That would sell well.
no, that was the PSP Go. I swear, most of the games on the Go were movie license games.
Wasn't that like the biggest fucking mistake they ever made?
Pretty much.
Go.
Wow, it was clearly a good decision. We got this deal so cheaply. Yeah, I wonder why.
I don't even think you can buy Goes anymore.
Well, I found a few second hand, but it's like they're never gonna go.
No, you won't get rid of those.
Unintended.
It's $5. What's this?
Oh well. We should move on.
Yep, moving on. Persona 3 is getting a movie.
Yay!
Yay!
Was that a sound clip? That was so
No,
good.
they managed to perfectly synchronise themselves.
Yeah, that was awesome. Do it
And
again.
then I just hear a high five in the background.
Hey, shut. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, America.
Yeah, I was so surprised at this. Like, so they had the Persona 4 movie, then at the end they announced a Persona 3 movie.
Persona 2 coming soon.
Persona 1 and 2 must be feeling really left out.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand why they're doing a Persona 3 movie, because obviously, you know, Persona 4 did incredibly well, unless people were demanding, okay, now do Persona 3.
Do it now.
But again, I have to say, trying to fit everything from Persona 3 into one movie, oh dear God.
Yeah, for real. I was like,
And you find out there's another 3 parts to it. It'll be
Right.
Lord of the Rings
Well,
all over
I mean,
again.
we don't know what version of Persona 3 they're doing.
Oh yeah, you can blame us for the Lord of the Rings thing. My bad. Bloody Peter Jackson having to make his movies for $5 billion.
Don't hold yourself accountable for what your countrymen do.
Well, well, moving on.
Yep, moving on. Teen Titans is coming back.
Teen Titans. Finally, some news I can talk and relate to. Yeah,
Sort of.
I knew this day would come.
What?
I have opinions on this topic.
Teen Titans Go will be a
I know
series
you're
of
ready.
comedy shorts put into a half-hour slot starting next year.
They showed me something like that.
Well, yeah, they showed a few shots, but now they're turning it into a full series with a completely new art style.
No.
Well, I say completely new. It's more like they've taken the chibis from the little shorts and stylized them.
Right.
And right, I will show you an image.
Anime into chibis and then
I will show you an image of what the new character designs look like. But I'll just give you my description of. This is how I described every single one of them when I first saw it.
Wrong.
Beast Boy looks a bit like an elf. Raven has a beard.
Raven has a
Starfire looks like she's from My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Robin is an action figure, and Cyborg looks like he's from Transformers Animated.
Oh, this I gotta see.
Now, I love Transformers anime, but that just sounds creepy.
Have a look at that.
It's almost like drawn together what you're describing, different styles.
Those sound like drawn together. Oh my gosh, she does have a beard.
That's right.
Every time
Oh,
you
he's
text, you have to open the text.
He's like, his eyes are like lazy. He just looks really just lost.
Hmm.
I love life.
Google is unresponding right now. Thanks.
This is,
I
this is
Google
really
is unresponding right now. Thanks.
just don't understand why they felt the need to change the style.
Yeah,
I don't understand why they need to make it goofy. I mean, it was so cool having it kind of, you know, this almost anime style
Yeah, I
serious
like that. I like
DC
the one.
comic. It's cool. It's really nice ideas. It was much more fresh than, you know, Batman Beyond, which I love Batman Beyond, but it felt kind of like, you know, Superman animated series and Batman animated series.
Hmm.
This just really, this is a bad idea.
Yeah. It just sort of
Yeah,
feels like they've.
You have to understand different animators and whatnot.
From what I've
Surely the styles have to change somewhat.
no, from what I've read, it's actually being done by the same people who have done the recent shorts.
Oh right. Yeah,
they're probably just trying to take a different tune with it, probably.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that that's kind of stupid because people have been really positive about these shorts and saying, "Oh, it's great to have them back the way, looking exactly the same way, but obviously, you know, chibi-eyes." And it I don't know why, but the new style, it looks
the
like.
writers thought they were being sarcastic, and they're like, "Oh, I show you a new style then." Okay.
I don't know why, but it sort of feels like their new looks have removed the anime side and gone more Western.
Yeah.
It does actually look much more Western than the
Yeah.
original designs.
It looks
I
a
mean,
lot.
which
It
is a
looks.
Who wants to animate like the westerns?
Yeah, it looks a lot. It looks a lot more generic to a lot more of Western cartoons. A lot more stuff you see on TV now.
Mm.
Yeah,
What a
western
shame.
animation sucks.
So I'm just kind of disappointed. I mean, it could
It's
still be really funny, but
Yeah. Right now until it comes out.
yeah. I was complaining about an art style, but still, it could be about the way it's animated. So,
Hey, you could find worse things to complain about.
oh yeah.
The animation on the Batman.
But speaking of screwing things up, 4Kids is dead
Yay! How is that a screw up?
Right?
because they are the masters of screw ups.
I know. I was about to say, yeah, but they're dead. You mentioned screw ups.
Fed everyone some cake. There you go. You can have heaps of cake.
It's still. Well, they're not.
This is bigger news than like bringing down tyrants right here. This is glorious.
I mean, they're not fully. They're not gone just yet. They're sort of closing
And
right now.
lingering on.
They've sold off all the assets.
Yeah, pretty much everything's
Saying
been
they
sold
will
to different
never be
companies.
removed. No.
Pretty much
spoil
everything.
anime's reputation more.
Pretty much all the licenses that they had, like for Yu-Gi-Oh and I believe Sonic X and stuff like that, they've all gone to Saban.
Okay.
Oh no! From what I heard, didn't Yu-Gi-Oh go to Konami? And there was a
No,
big
I think
legal battle about it.
I think all the gaming rights went to Konami.
Yeah, I know that, but from what I heard, I think they got the anime as well.
I'm pretty certain Saban have the rights to the anime.
Alright, probably.
Alright.
So, yeah, I mean, when I found out, because it was a few days late after all the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that they started talking about the other shows, like Sonic X. And I was laughing my head off at...
shit about Sonic X.
No, I was laughing my head off at the people's comments about Sonic X.
The really awesome opening theme song.
No, because people were so hoping that Saban would redub it. I'm
That'd
going...
be sweet.
No,
Why would they? They already have a job. It'd be much cheaper just to release it as really.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but that show's crappy anyway.
Yeah,
so,
I just see them just releasing it on DVD. That's all I see them doing. They're not going to redub it, for God's sake.
Nah, I don't think that they will. I think that's not worth their time to do it.
If the rights had somehow ended up like with Sega, then maybe
Okay, that would be interesting.
I could have actually seen it if it had gone to someone else, and I could maybe have seen them wanting to maybe redub it. But Saban, no, they're just going to release it.
I'm surprised that Funimation didn't get Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, because I heard there was like a massive legal battle going between Konami.
Funimation had the legal rights to the DVD releases, if I'm right, for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh yeah.
But
Actually, they have a lot of DVD rights to 4Kids.
yeah, Funimation were pretty much in charge of a lot of 4Kids DVD releases.
Yeah, which is why the battle was like what I heard. There was a lot of stuff going down in terms of the legal shit. But anyway, good news that 4Kids is dead. We don't have to listen to their horrible.
It's obviously it's horrible for the people who are going to lose their jobs, especially nowadays.
It is. But then again, they'll probably just all go to Funimation.
Now we can finally focus our attention on ending The Simpsons finally.
I thought that was
Die.
They'd already confirmed that The Simpsons is ending.
Is it?
Yeah.
At last.
Well, you can't. It just got too shitty. If they had kept it as good as what it was back in the old days, I'd be fine with it still going. But nah.
All right, we need a new target.
I know. Sentai Film Works.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Because their Angel Beats dub is fucking awful.
We should start anti-commercials for all this stuff.
Yeah, we should do that. Like make our own adverts, bashing other companies.
Yeah. It'll be big on YouTube, I'm sure. All right, other news.
Moving on, yes. Sonic Adventure 2 is coming to Xbox Live and PSN.
Which is great because I'm hoping for a PC release. Hoping.
Maybe.
If it's coming out on those two, I think that there is actually a high chance.
Well, I just love the fact that they just announced it for Xbox Live, but while circling through the screenshots, one of them was clearly on PSN. Because it had a circle icon on it.
That's so funny.
So it was unintentionally revealed for PSN.
Well, I'm sure. Well, they've got if Sonic Adventure is on Steam, I'm pretty sure they'll want to get Adventure 2 up there soon enough. So, and when it does, I'll just get it.
I'm not particularly huge fan of SA2. I much prefer the Sonic Adventure 1. But I will be getting it because obviously a Sonic fan and everything. But I loved the Chow Garden in SA2.
Oh yeah.
The Chow Garden in SA2 was just, especially in SA2 Battle, the GameCube version. That was the best version.
Game on its own.
Not really.
I don't think they did, but it would have been a good idea if they
the closest they did was on the Dreamcast when you got the little VM unit games.
Yeah, I highly doubt nowadays. Well, the Chow aren't really that prominent in the games now anyway.
Nah.
So
Chows versus Prannies.
they're just gonna get written out like Big did. The Chow didn't exist.
Nah, Chow was...
Did I
No,
ever-
as long as Cream's around, the Chow will still be around.
Oh, yeah, true.
So we get rid of Cream. Everything's okay. It'll be like an assassination in the Sonic game that has like a big conspiracy and you don't run it.
If they have maybe Chow, a lot of people buying it. 'Cause I know so many people that love Chow so much.
Hey, Tails, didn't you have a girlfriend? Girlfriend? No, I'm gay. No.
Okay, that's kind of weird considering how old both the parties are. Let's not think about
No, well,
that.
considering the fact that it's... Considering I don't really keep up with the Archie comics and everything, but I get seriously creeped out at the fact that Tails, I believe, did have a girlfriend in the Archie comics.
I wouldn't know.
It just really that's why I don't really read the Archie comics, because it's just really weird.
Yeah, I'm like, does anyone read the Archie comics?
I
Like,
have
seriously.
some of them in a box, but I've never read them.
Yeah.
I would actually like to get into it, but I don't
Yeah,
want to spend money on it.
I say Fleetway forever when it comes to Sonic comics.
Fair enough.
Well, anyway, something which Naretsu did sort of bring up yesterday during our summer outlook, but I'm bringing up now. Black Rock Shooter is getting released in Australia.
Yay!
Oh,
You
the
cannot
choice.
imagine how pissed off I was at that news.
Yeah.
I don't want
Because even if it's just going to get released in Australia, because by Australia, I'm guessing they mean the entire region around Australia. And, well,
Probably,
I'm not
yeah.
technically classed as being a part of Australia, but I could ship it down to my country for like $2. Like, it would cost me jack shit
Yeah.
to ship Black Rock Shooter down from Australia. Either way, even if it isn't released in New Zealand. So,
Yeah, it's
Oh,
all,
God.
all we basically know is that it's going to be obviously the TV series, DVD only, and most likely just sub.
I don't even care. I'm just happy to get it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. And if it sells well, who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I'm still trying to get over why manga decided not to release it over here. Because
they're
it's
dicks. They
based
wanna-
off
they wanna
figures.
fuck with you, Carl.
Fuck you,
They just
manga.
They just want to fuck with you.
Oh god, that's so stupid. And I'm happy that it's getting some sort of release.
I think
So-
it was actually quite popular in Australia. From what I hear, it actually did quite well. But I can't remember from what I read.
Yeah, just have to see how well it sells there, and hopefully when Nisa release the PSP game, hopefully the sales of that will also be an indication as to how popular Black Rock Shooter is.
Or it'll just be that they will have a Vocaloid game moment and be like, oh, that means nothing.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the thing with the entire Vocaloid franchise, is that I think that the people that own the rights to release everything don't actually know how big it is in the western side of the world. Like, I think that they're completely underestimating the population of Miku and Black Rock Shooter and all the other fans
Yeah,
out
so,
there.
I mean, I can understand them being a bit cautious because obviously you can't really tell because most of their fans are online.
Yeah.
It's sort of a different thing from real life. I can
Half of them
understand.
probably
I can
don't
understand that, but it's the fact that most people who would purchase it are these online fans, and there's still quite a huge amount of them,
Yeah.
and they are dedicated.
And you just go to conventions and there's heaps and heaps of people
Yeah.
who will cosplay or admit to
I mean,
being
hell, they
fans.
did a Vocaloid panel at Anime Expo.
And I'm
Yes.
cosplaying Vocaloid at my next con.
That's all you need.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vocaloid is everywhere. They just can't seem to see it.
No. Like I said, if it sells well, I don't think it will sell really well down here, but I think it'll probably do enough just to scrape by.
I'd be happy with just some sort of digital distribution of some sort. Give it that.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll come Gardo, just give it time.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, moving on to another big franchise. Idolmaster is getting another trilogy of PSP games.
Ooh, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Idolmaster's Shiny Fiesta is getting three PSP games. Each of them will contain, a different group, and they're going to be they're pretty much going to be Idolmaster Project Diva games, because they're just going to be rhythm based. That's it. But each game, this is a big thing for me. Each game will come with a new anime episode.
Ooh.
A 3-episode OVA series is going to be coupled with each game, but you'll only get 1 episode per game.
You'll be
So if you want to see the entire OVA, you have to buy all 3 games.
That's an interesting marketing thing right there.
Yeah.
That is actually a very interesting one. I don't know if I condone it, because it seems it's a little bit dodgy to me, but then again, I could just find the fucking OVAs on the internet, so...
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm going to do, but... I mean, they're PSP games, but from the trailer that I've seen, it's like, I find that very hard to believe.
The PSP is actually getting really pushed in terms of graphics recently.
Yeah, because
I think they're trying to squeeze as much out of it as they can, because the Vita is fucking up so badly, and they might
well,
the
PSP is still really popular in Japan.
Yeah, because from what I hear, Sony in general is more popular in Japan.
Yeah.
Than Microsoft. So.
But yeah, I just find it really impressive by the graphics, because they almost do look like at PS3 level.
Mm.
I mean, obviously that could just be that they specially edited the trailers and everything, or it's all literally just pre-rendered cutscenes, because it's just rhythm-based stuff. But
from an article that I read, apparently they actually haven't even used the PlayStation 3 to its full potential yet. It could still pump out better graphics. From what I hear, they still haven't created games that can push it to its limits. So I'm actually waiting I would actually wait to see what happens there.
Yeah.
Because who knows? Maybe they might not even just release a next gen console. They might just stay with the PlayStation 3.
The 3 names for each volume. These are so stupid. We've got Idolmaster Shiny Fiesta Honey Sound.
Oh my god.
Idolmaster Shiny Fiesta Funky Note. And Idolmaster Shiny Fiesta Groovy Tune.
Groovy Tune.
Now let's all people in unison.
Yeah, they're basically going to be, like I said, they're going to be rhythm-based games, and they're going to use sort of a mixture between like in-game graphics, where you personalize their costumes and everything, and clips from the anime series.
Right.
Okay, well, that sounds.
So I mean, if you like the Project Diva games and you're an Idolmaster fan, this is pretty much going to be a must-buy for you.
Yeah.
Releasing out of Japan or what?
No, they're just going to be in Japan, but considering the PSP is region free, I can imagine lots of people importing them.
Yeah, there's no... Yeah, which is great. Why isn't everything region free now? God damn it, countries. Come on, get on to that.
Well, we need to talk... We've bitched enough about region
we
and stuff like that.
We can do an entire podcast about that.
Keeping with Idolmaster, they have inspired not 1, not 2, not even 3, but 8 manga series.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Jesus Christ.
Manga,
And Halo Hunters just died.
Yeah.
No? Halo?
Hello.
Damn!
I just had nothing to say.
Yeah, so...
I was wondering, because you're silent for like the past 5 minutes.
Well, I can understand why, but anyway.
Nothing I can add to this.
There's 8 manga series, so 4 of them will be based on the mobile game series Cinderella Girls. 3 of them will be based on the male group Jupiter, and the final one will be an adaptation of the anime.
Right.
Somehow, I can actually see the adaptation getting an international release somehow.
And just the Idolmaster animated as well here. I mean, I don't know how well the streaming's done. I mean, do you know how popular I mean, beyond the just the general Idolmaster fan group?
I don't know. I believe the anime did pretty well from the regions that it was available in, but yeah, obviously, the last bit of news is as we found out yesterday, Idolmaster Glossier is getting released in America.
Thank you, Sentai Filmworks. Suck it, Pardo.
No. Subs, yes. Dubs, they suck.
Okay, no.
That's not true.
It is true.
May the fanboy wars begin.
Okay, listen. I recently purchased the F Tales of Memories and F Tales of Melodies series. Their job is amazing in that.
I need to be proven more because considering Angel Beats is one of the very few things they've released over here, I'm not impressed, and I can understand why so many people bitched when they announced that they had Angel Beats. I completely understand why people were complaining.
Okay, what other Sentai Filmworks does besides Angel Beats? Silent.
I don't know. I barely got any of that. You were just kind of mumbling.
She asked you what other Sentai works have you seen other than Angel Beats?
None.
You could have said what, to be honest. I think you're just stalling for time, Phil.
No, I haven't seen any other Sentai Filmworks dubs.
Well, there you go.
I know, but I'm not really impressed considering Angel Beats was meant to be one of the big series.
So basically you're saying you just don't have a very good first impression, but...
Yeah, I mean, it could improve with other dubs. I will see.
Sentai Filmworks is one of the few remaining dubbing companies besides Funimation, and they don't have as much money as Funimation. Funimation has all the major equipment.
Well, yeah, I know that, but it's just the fact that it still doesn't... That still doesn't explain why the Angel Beats dub is so flat.
How? What do you mean flat?
Because zombies, that's why. Let's move on.
Because when they're meant to be yelling, the entire OVA where the characters are meant to be high energy, shouting, yelling, all the dub cast are going, oh wow, this is really good.
I am a robot.
Yes, exactly. It was painful.
Let Sentai Filmworks live forever.
Alright, we should probably move on before you two bite each other's heads off.
Yeah.
We are going to bite each other's heads off.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. So a bit of a surprise, as Namco Bandai, in particular certain members of the Tales of series, are working on the next Super Smash Bros.
What?
Yay!
Why?
Namco Bandai's doing new Smash Bros. Ew.
Isn't Nintendo meant to make that?
Yeah, but apparently
Wait, is it literally Smash Bros. Or is it something else that's like Super Smash Bros?
they've pretty much said that they're going to be sort of teaming up with Namco Bandai to make the new Smash Brothers. So a lot of the big names from Namco Bandai are helping with the game's production.
Huh.
And I was just like, okay, that came out of nowhere.
Maybe that means we might see a few Namco and characters in Brawl.
Maybe.
That should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
What characters would they be? I don't know what Namco
Well,
is.
if it's Namco, they could put some Soul Calibur characters.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I believe we could have maybe
Yeah,
Klonoa.
I really want Ivy with her huge boobs in
Yeah, we could most likely have Klonoa. I could see him being in there.
Yeah,
could have Pac-Man.
You just eat
God,
them.
Pac-Man. Yeah, he would just eat the shit out of it.
And could just end up with a Tales of character. I don't know.
See him as a character.
But yeah, so it's just I don't really know what their involvement is. It's just mainly just said that they're helping with the game's production. They're Nintendo are overseeing them.
Yeah, they're probably just mostly doing development work, like
Yeah.
programming, coding, and stuff like that.
I'll get excited when it's released because it's all speculation at this
Yeah, I
point.
mean they've
Yeah.
said that they want to try something different with the new Smash Brothers instead of it just being an
That
improvement.
is-
Make it into a bad game?
no,
That
they,
would shock.
no, because they were saying because a lot of the complaints about Brawl was that it was pretty much exactly like Melee, just more.
Better.
No, it wasn't exactly hugely expanded or improved like the difference between the original and Melee.
Mm.
That
Well, if
was
they
a huge
fix up the
difference.
online,
You mean
then-
the
then
copycat
that's-
character?
That would be a big selling point
Yeah.
if they can manage to get the online right.
But I mean, obviously, there's going to be a 3DS version as well, so we're going to see how that comes into it.
Oh, jeez. Why do they always have to do that?
Anyway.
It's a bit of sad news recently. Sega have had to close quite a few offices in Europe.
That's sad news.
Well, actually, Sega have closed offices in Spain, Germany, Benelux, I think that's how you say it, France, and Australia.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
I was like, what?
That was my future job site.
Yep.
Damn it. No, I'm joking.
Uh,
No.
Apparently, they've said that in the affected areas, there will be no more physical releases. Every
Nah,
game
nah.
coming to those areas will be digital from now on.
No, there is no fucking way they won't release physical and.
Now, they've said that the
Australia.
last physical game to be released by Sega in those areas will be the 2012 Olympics.
No. No, you can't. There's no way. No, no, that's bullshit. Because Australia is a big fucking country, and if you're not going to release physically to a big fucking country, that's like a giant chunk of your market just gone. Okay.
We'll just have to
So-
see how this goes out, but
Yeah, I reckon that's bullshit. I think that there is no way, and if they do that, that's probably going to end Sega, because there's no way you can do that.
well,
That's
it was
just-
because of money problems that they had to do this.
Well, whose fault is that, Sega?
Yeah, for not listening to
Not
your
listening to
fans.
anyone.
However,
Do you need a hug or something? I mean, you,
I just love the fact that Sega is saying, "Oh, we can't please everyone." Well, maybe it's because you're not actually releasing the stuff that you should be releasing.
Yes.
Where's Shenmue? Where's the Skies of Arcadia remake you were rumoring? Where the fuck is all the good Sonic games?
Exactly. Jesus Christ, guys. Get your acts together, Sega. But look,
Where
like I said,
is
there
the
no
where is the
way.
Sega of old who were releasing badass games on the Dreamcast?
But like I said, there is no way that even if they do close the Australia studio, there's no way they wouldn't release physically in Australia. There's I can see it for smaller countries. Or they
Well, I
wouldn't
can
do it for
I can see
small-
them possibly for truly huge games, which they have to sell. Like, because I mean, obviously the 2012 Olympics and any other
Yeah, you
Olympic
have
games
to
that you
sell
release,
that.
I can see them getting a physical release
Yeah.
because
Big
that's
games,
the
though,
Olympics,
like-
sponsors.
Yeah, I'm just
stuff.
saying, like, Sonic games, there's no way they would, because there was, like, there's even, I think was there a Sonic convention in Australia? Like, I can't remember, I'm sure there was. It was
I don't think
small,
so.
though, but I hear there was one. I can't remember. But, no, there is quite a significant Sega fan base in
Yeah.
Australia. There'll be, like, giant uproar over this, I'm telling you.
there's a huge Sega fan base pretty much everywhere. I mean, just the idea of them doing digital only seems like a more stupid idea.
Yeah, it's stupid, sorry.
We forgive you.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Well, you know that life-size Gundam?
Yes.
oh yeah, I have it in my backyard.
They're making a slightly taller life-size Rey from Evangelion,
Do you want them to fight each other? Hell yeah!
and it's being built near the Evangelion store.
Oh, fuck yeah.
There is actually a planned picture of it.
I take that over Big Ben any day.
Right.
Obviously.
God, that's all I'm saying.
No, I don't think that's not it.
No, no, that's the Teen Titans one again. Kato, what are you doing?
No, the link's screwed up.
You screwed
No,
up.
anyway, what was I? Yeah, I think I saw something about this on Crunchyroll, and I was like, what?
Who is building these giant robots? I swear, this is a
giant robots
world domination portion.
Giant robots and giant women.
They will come alive one day, and we will not suspect them to do so.
Oh god, can you just imagine a giant Ray Ayanami fucking crashing buildings like God's Eye?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, run!
How could I build a giant robot
Okay,
without
there.
suspicion? Build it a Gundam. Yeah.
It's going to be slightly taller.
Very slightly taller.
Oh my god, look at that thing. It's got a slide. It's got a fucking slide.
Slide down. Any slide.
Why can't it be on? Seriously, guys. I'll get so much
Hey,
better.
you got Statue of Liberty. You don't need any statues. You already chosen your type. The Japanese were choosing. So.
That is just holy shit.
Oh, now I know what it's like to be first again.
This is why I want to go to Japan. Just to
Just being like this.
It's like one giant farm.
yeah.
All it is.
Which is yeah. Anyway.
They're good. I still haven't seen the picture. I can't activate the pictures yet.
Anyway.
But whatever. I'm sure it's impressive. If it's anything like the other one, is it going to move like the other one?
I don't
Is it
think
going to
so.
breathe fire on the
Well,
people?
it's got a slide, so.
Maybe she'll make a little noise while you're sliding down her.
Oh,
No,
God.
no, fucking creepy. My God.
One is Japan. One is Japan.
Kato, you're
Two, it's
slowly
Evangelion.
becoming more
What do you
and more like
expect?
me. Yeah, I'm worried, Kato. You're becoming more and more like me.
No, I'll never be that
We've
bad.
corrupted you slowly but surely. He's indoctrinated. We know.
He's indoctrinated. Kill him.
Speaking of indoctrination,
No.
Yes, my plan was.
Ah, yes.
the Mass Effect 3 Extended Cut DLC was released just a
And we
few
can't talk
weeks
about it.
ago.
I haven't seen it yet. Goodbye.
Oh,
Yeah.
you bastard.
No, you can discuss it. I don't. I'm probably not going to be listening to you guys anyway.
I'm gonna count my now. Yep.
I will say, I mean, I'm probably one of those people who really didn't care that much about the ending. I didn't have that much of a problem with it, so yeah.
Well, I didn't have
The original
much of a problem. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the ending itself. I just had a problem with all the plot holes it made.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm okay.
yeah, I
You
wasn't-
have to show it to
yeah,
me.
I wasn't as, like I said, I didn't have such a biggest problem as so many other people did, because I thought there was something else going on. But this DLC has sort of,
But
it's,
shot itself in the foot in those regards.
yeah, I mean, I clearly see that wasn't really, all my thoughts weren't actually leading up to anything. But I have no problems with the ending.
Right, mass riots about this ending too. Okay.
No, I actually don't.
Yeah,
I don't have any
I'm
problems with this new
satisfied.
ending.
I have nothing to say.
Right,
about
this ending is way better.
It's a lot better than what it was. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's one thing. It's not. There's definitely they added enough to satisfy me.
Yeah,
basically.
it's taking it to tolerable levels.
So it's
Yeah.
solved plot loops and better endings.
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah.
Which is obviously.
The epilogue is actually really nice, and I'm very happy with what
Yeah.
they've done.
Because I mean, I'll openly admit when just having each ending, what each ending explained
Yeah.
during that, having the option to have.
Is it the 1, 2, 3 ending, or is it like good and evil?
Oh,
1, 2,
it's-
3, like
No,
No,
times
it's
6
you still have that multiple choice of which
Like, even-
which way to
like,
go.
If I was good and picked the good,
No.
I was good and picked the red ending.
No,
it's the same.
If I
No.
was evil
It's the
and
same
picked the red
ending with the three choices. It's the same ending with the three choices, but they expand on what those choices actually mean. The
Yeah.
choice of like synthesis is like they actually go in more depth. What happens after you choose?
Yeah, you can
They also-
you can
also
actually
the Star Child
ask.
has more.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
actually
you can
ask for
ask
more
as well.
information on what each way what would happen if you actually did that way.
I love the one. I think what one was it? I think it was either the one for synthesis or the one for destroy. He's like, "Give me more details, man."
Yeah,
Because on the wheel it says, "Give me more details, man."
though I will say this: that fourth ending. So why the fuck did they add that?
That was a
Oh, they
fourth
just-
ending.
They just wanted to cater to the. Well, hang on. If you can add that fourth ending, why can't you add a happy ending? Why can't you add an ending where Shepard fucking lives and I get to go with Tyler down to
That's
Round
the
and build a
secret
house?
fifth ending. You don't know about it.
Oh, actually,
He goes into a-
there might be a fifth ending.
Nah, doubt that.
He
But-
goes into
Because really, that fourth ending should have been a happy ending.
It should have. I reckon that, like, I doubt there'll be enough outcry for a happy ending for them
Yeah,
to do a
'cause
happy ending.
So the endings you have is destroy, control, synthesis, and just
Kill
ignore.
yourself.
curious. Or shoot the boy in the
That's what
face.
it is.
Yeah.
You shoot Star Child and you doom bloody the galaxy. It's like, why would you fucking do that? Well, then again, I can understand someone doing it by mistake, like just shooting the Star Child just to see what would happen. But
That
like,
should be because you know when you like if you were to stand there for so long you'd pass out and die. That should have been its own ending.
yeah.
Yeah.
That could have worked.
But it's just the fact that that fourth ending it's the shortest one. The least amount of time went into that. So it was like, what was the fucking point of even making it then?
Like I said, they should have done a happy ending. Should have just
Yeah.
had
Because
Shepard live.
I mean, loads of people were sort of saying about that fourth ending, and I have to agree with them. Why couldn't we have seen everybody go out in a blaze of glory?
Exactly.
Everyone
agree.
died.
Yeah, that is the fourth ending. Everybody dies.
Joker fucking
Okay.
charging Avenger with the Phoenix cannon.
The,
It's
fo-
like,
the fourth ending is everybody dies, but we don't get to see it.
Oh,
Exactly.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Oh, absolutely
stupid.
not.
ending.
And,
I mean,
and there's
if
not,
you could
and
see
there's
it.
not an ending where everyone lives, including Shepard. And that's stupid. There should be an ending where I can have Shepard just win. Why can't he just win? You know, the guy's gone through like fucking 3 games worth of bullshit, and in the end of it, he doesn't get to live. Well, depending on what you
Well,
do
the
for
Reaper's
destroy.
got to win one time.
Well, I mean-
at least. I mean, he won twice.
Yeah,
already.
I mean, ultimately, what you have to think about is when the next game comes out. Because obviously, yes, this is the end of Shepard's story. We always knew that.
Yeah, there is no way they're not going to make another game.
Yeah,
It's
there
EA,
is
so-
going to be
But how's that
another.
going to
Well,
work? I mean, there would have to be
Yeah,
one
exactly.
official ending, wouldn't there?
that's what I was about to say. They would have to choose one of the endings to be the canonical ending.
Yeah.
Unless they do one of their giant algorithm bullshit. Like, how would that work if you chose something like synthesis? Like, you'd have to make
It would be a
separate
totally
models for everyone. Yeah, it would make things completely, like, the differences between the endings are so vast. There's, like, I mean,
there would
I
be
reckon
like
all
different
future
alien
games would
races.
probably just be
One
games
scenario,
like,
there'd be weird
Yeah,
synthesis.
pretty much the only way they.
well, they can only
weird.
stay within the Shepard. They'll have to stay within the Shepard timeline. And
Yeah,
just
the
make
only
games
thing
from
they can really do are prequels.
All right.
prequels or games that happen while Shepard's doing his stuff.
Yeah, like maybe in that, just sort of like the in between area. What the hell's going on?
It would.
Yeah.
It would be pretty cool to see like a sort of team game of like a specialist from each one of the species, like Solarian Special Forces
Yeah,
and the N7 program and whatnot. All like special people from all the different alien races working together as kind of like how they did this game already. As a team, not as one person.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of interested in seeing the first few parts of the early years of Shepard's life. Because when you're creating Shepard in the first game, no. When you create Shepard for the first time in the first game, you get to choose like the backstory and like all these events which happened before.
Yeah, we should get to play that shit.
Yeah.
That would make it
interesting.
No. What I'm saying is we don't play it from Shepard's perspective. We get to at least experience those events.
Oh, fine being flashbacks, but.
Oh yeah, like I was about to say. I mean, it would make a great expansion. Maybe I wouldn't say you could put a whole game onto that. I would say maybe just make an expansion and call it a day. But yeah, in terms of the ending, it's
maybe it could be an expansion of all the different characters. I mean, like Garrus's time inside his police squad,
his anti-Reaper squad that he gets in at the end of Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, they all have their own little game to play.
Yeah, like we get
little chapter. Yeah. That would be.
Well, as I was going to say, in terms of the ending, I would say it's not what I wanted, but it's satisfiable.
Yeah.
Like in terms of what I wanted a happy ending, basically. But I mean, hey, you can't always get what you want, and
yeah.
I
was expecting them to go. I was hoping them to go with the indoctrination theory.
No, there's no way they'd do that.
I was kind of hoping that they would.
As feasible as the indoctrination theory is, there are a few things that are a bit like grabbing straws, and at the time there was a lot of that going on.
Yeah, I just thought that I was interested to see where they would go with the ending, with the extended cut. I'm really happy with what they did. And I applaud them for actually going ahead and actually doing it in the first place.
Yeah, at least they made them vastly different.
Yeah.
Depending on what you do, they make it. At least they make things vastly fucking different. And like the first, unedited, which is what I mean. It's satisfactory. It fixes all the plot holes that there were.
Yeah.
Like with Joker and the squad mates and all that stuff. It fixes everything. I'm satisfied, really, and I don't know, who knows, maybe in future we could get a happy ending. Or maybe there is a happy ending there, and we just don't know how to get it yet. Who knows?
You have to get 100% completion.
Oh, fuck.
Is that possible without all the DLC? I mean, I have it all, but...
possibly. I wouldn't think if you didn't have Java, I don't think it would count.
I have Java.
Oh, well, I'm just saying that if you didn't have some DLC, I don't think that would be added, into the percentage. Like, the game wouldn't recognise that you don't have it.
Yeah.
I don't know. But as I said, it's satisfiable, but I also want to come down to the question, what one did you choose, Kato?
This is it. It's like,
Which one did you choose?
When I got the explanations and everything, I was really split, because before the DLC I went Destroy, because that seemed the most logical choice to me.
To you,
but,
yeah. Well, to me it's synthesis.
No, post DLC.
I didn't even know synthesis was an option.
I know, I didn't to begin with. But it was post DLC that, when I got all the endings explained and everything, I was going, oh god, this really is a hard choice now. And I just I ended up just going Destroy again, just for the hell of it.
It's like, you really, really want the good decision.
Yeah. I go synthesis because to me, my logic is, control is something that my Shepard wouldn't do. Like, in terms of me as a person, I wouldn't do that. That just doesn't sound like something that I would do. Destroy, when he explained that the GEF could be rebuilt, and that everything can be rebuilt after it's destroyed, that made me feel a little bit better about choosing Destroy. And I was actually going to go Destroy. Like, I was, walking up the path, and then I just thought, but do I really want to put the galaxy through that because if you go Synthesis, it would be a lot easier for them to rebuild, because A, they've got the Reapers helping them out, and B, you've basically made them fucking immortal.
Yeah.
Synthesis to me is just the more logical option, because it's the happiest ending that I think I can get. Because everyone practically lives except Shepard. Everyone's happy. Everyone gets to not starve to death. They fix the relay. Like, everyone gets a happy ending except Shepard, and that's why I go Synthesis. I am doing another playthrough where I'm going to go through each of the different ones through my other playthroughs, but in terms of my personal one based off me, I'm going Synthesis.
Hmm.
I pretty much would have picked Synthesis if I knew that was an option originally. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised when I found out there was actually 3 endings. So.
Well, from what I hear, apparently Synthesis...
Yeah, green is a new colour in that game.
Yeah, no, apparently from what I hear, Synthesis wasn't actually an option if you had a really low resources thing. Like, if you had a really low galactic war assets, you couldn't choose Synthesis.
Yeah, it sort of like slowly opened up. Like, if you got there with just the minimum, then you'd only be able to have Destroy.
Well, obviously, I wouldn't do that anyway. I would have gone in with... I went in with 6,000 war assets.
Yeah,
mine
wasn't... Mine was pretty high. It wasn't all the way, but it was high enough to get...
it doesn't need to be that high anymore, because they changed the minimum to get the best ending from 4,000, 5,000 to 3,000, 2,000. So you don't actually need you don't even need to do multiplayer anymore, really, to do it. Because multiplayer is actually interesting in terms of how it affects the main game, because it's because basically the percentage, it takes the percentage out of your galactic war assets. So let's say I had 50% on my galactic readiness. That means if I had about 10,000 war assets, I'd only be able to use 500 of them, because it takes that out. So I made sure to get 100% galactic readiness. I went and got a few more war assets to get me up to 6,000, and then I went in and did my shit.
Well...
But now that I know that I don't actually need that much, I'm not going to bother with multiplayer that much anymore, because it's not worth the time now.
For me, it wasn't to begin with, so... I think...
It's just an extra that.
Yeah.
It was fun for a while. But then it got really fucking boring. Because it's just the same stuff over and over again. And no amount of new... Here's my problem. The DLC weapons for multiplayer... Like, every single pack has something that fires fucking explosives. I just want a gun that shoots bullets, BioWare. I want to shoot bullets into them, not fucking explosive bolts, not bloody harpoons, not fucking...
Yeah, I don't think random packs is really a good idea. It's really annoying. Because eventually you are just going to be so weary of that system, you are going to completely avoid it entirely.
Yeah, I'm sorry, they always put, like, an explosive weapon in there. I want a sniper rifle that shoots something to kills, okay? I don't care anymore. Just give me something that doesn't explode and I'm happy. Because I'm sick of it. There's too many explosions in that game now. In terms of multiplayer.
And we'll just have to see what they actually do with DLC now.
Well, did you hear about that, actually? They found coding for the next DLC hidden within the ending DLC. They're calling it Leverman or something. It's got something to do with something called the Leverman. I don't know that. I think it's got something to do with DLC that was a Mass Effect 1, but I'm not sure. Because I hear there was something to do with the Leverman in Mass Effect 1, but I can't remember what it was, because I haven't got any Mass Effect 1 DLC. I
don't think anybody really bothered with the Mass Effect 1 DLC.
No. Because I don't even know if you can buy it anymore, actually.
Yeah, you can still buy it, but it's like not really worth it. The only way, I think the only people who have the Mass Effect 1 DLC, I think, are the people who got the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, and I didn't get that. I just got standard. So
yeah.
and I don't know what it is and what it entails, but all I know is that the new DLC is got something to do with the Leverman, and it seems interesting. We'll just have to see what they do with it. Because right now DLC is the only thing they have to offer other than side games.
Let's just hope EA don't have their way with it.
Hey, BioWare's done a really good job saying fuck you to EA.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, fuck it. Free DLC, free shit. Like, they're saying sorry in a good way. I'll tell you, if EA had their way, the DLC would not be free. There's no way. Like,
You would have no choice but to buy it, sadly.
Yeah,
I mean, if it wasn't free, you would have to buy it.
But really, I think the main reason EA agreed to allowing it to be free was simply because they didn't want people to see them still as the worst company in America.
They would be.
They actually have a
reputation.
Defend
EA wouldn't be a company if they made us pay for it. Like, no one. I tell you, no one would just buy anything from EA if they did that.
Yeah.
If they made it free. There is no way I would let anyone buy anything from EA. Because that's... You can't do that. That's just shoddy as shit, so... Anyway... And we've had a 50-minute rant, and ZZ and Preston are off banging somewhere.
Yeah, we had our mic muted for like the longest time.
I wonder why.
I really have nothing to say.
Bow wow.
Let's go Bow Chicka Wow Wow. Don't get the whole thing, man.
I'm just. Me and Kato. I'm dragging Kato down.
Can you fly?
Well, is that it? Or are we just gonna...
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright.
Be sure to keep your eye on the site, as we've got the summer season outlook on its way. We've also in a few weeks' time we'll be doing our season review, and we'll also be starting our summer Let's Play.
Yes, I can't.
So we've got a lot of stuff coming up.
I look forward
Which
to
is
that.
good.
I'm sure it's going to be a lot worse than we are hoping it's going to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Hey, we're not making any money. We have no obligations.
Yep.
Give us money and we improve the content, won't we, Phil? Well, as always, yeah, we lost questions if you can.
Just kill this dog now.
Can we just like end it?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh god.
It's on the floor.
I'm kind of half asleep, to be perfectly honest. So.
Hey, I got up at 4 in the morning for this shit.
Yep.
How do you think I feel?
You do that by your own
I don't
rules.
sleep at all.
You have a problem.
Well, considering ZZ has the biggest bags under her eyes.
Oh, I see what she did there.
I have legitimate doubts. That's makeup, Phil. Don't you understand? Makeup.
Oh, you're talking about my picture.
I knew she wasn't going to know what we were on about.
And the eyes. Gosh, you guys.
Okay, so this has been Cartoon 1989 with ZZ, Preston, Naritsu, and Halo Hunter.
It's easy one fast.
We will see you next month.
What's your favourite anime show?
English motherfucker, why you no speaking?
Oh god!